A 27-year-old mystery, a $750,000 bail, and a potential house arrest for a gang member. The Tupac Shakur murder case just took a wild turn. Stay tuned as we unravel the latest twist in hip-hop's most infamous cold case. What's up, true crime and hip-hop fans? This is Famous Flicks, and boy, do we have a story for you today. We're diving deep into the latest bombshell in the Tupac Shakur murder case. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. It's been nearly 3 decades since the legendary Tupac Shakur was gunned down in Las Vegas. For years, his murder remained unsolved, a dark cloud hanging over the hip-hop community. But now, in a twist that feels straight out of a crime thriller, we've got a suspect in custody, and the plot just keeps thickening. Meet Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the 61-year-old man at the center of this storm. On September 29th, Davis was arrested near his home in Henderson, Nevada. But here's the kicker, this isn't some random suspect. Davis has been talking about his involvement in the shooting for years. So why now? Why did it take 27 years to arrest a man who's been practically confessing on street corners? Well, that's just one of the many questions swirling around this case. Now let's fast forward to the recent court hearing in Las Vegas. Davis's lawyers came out swinging, arguing for his release on bail. Their argument was that he's not a danger to society or a flight risk. I mean, the man's been walking free for nearly 3 decades, openly discussing the case. It's not like he's been hiding in some underground bunker. But hold up, because the prosecution isn't having any of it. They're worried about witness safety, especially after some eyebrow-raising statements Davis made during prison calls to his son in October. What exactly did he say? Well, that's still under wraps, but it was enough to make prosecutors nervous. So what did Judge Carly Kearney decide? Well, she's willing to let Davis out on bail, but the bail is set at a staggering $750,000. That's not pocket change, folks. And even if Davis can scrounge up that kind of cash, he's not exactly going to be living it up. He'll be under house arrest with electronic monitoring until the trial. Now, let's rewind a bit and talk about what actually happened on that fateful night in 1996. According to Davis, he was in the car that pulled up alongside Suge Knight and Tupac's vehicle. About 12 shots were fired, and 4 of those bullets hit Tupac, who was just 25 years old at the time. It's a tragic end to a life that had already left an indelible mark on music and culture. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Davis claims he wasn't the one holding the gun. But here's the thing, he's currently the only person from either vehicle who's still alive and not in prison. It's like he's the last man standing in a deadly game of musical chairs. Now, you might be wondering, is Davis pleading guilty? Nope. He's entered a not guilty plea to the charge of first-degree murder with the use of a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement. And get this, prosecutors aren't even seeking the death penalty in this case. The trial was initially set for June 3rd, but Judge Kearney pushed it back to November 4th. Why? To make sure all the evidence is in order. This is a 27-year-old case after all. You can't just rush into court with a few old police reports and some grainy surveillance footage. So what happens next? Well, Judge Kearney is going through Davis's bank statements with a fine-tooth comb. She wants to make sure he's good for that $750,000 bail before making her final ruling. If she gives the green light, Davis could be chilling at home with an ankle bracelet until November. But here's the million-dollar question, will this finally bring closure to one of hip-hop's greatest tragedies? Or is this just another chapter in a story that seems to have no end? The arrest of Keefe D has reignited interest in a case many thought would never be solved. It's a reminder of Tupac's enduring legacy and the impact he had not just on music, but on an entire culture. Even 27 years after his death, people are still passionate about seeing justice served. So, what do you think? Is this the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Or is it just another false start in a case that's seen plenty of them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you're as fascinated by this case as we are, hit that subscribe button. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it develops. Remember, in the world of cold cases, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. And in the case of Tupac Shakur's murder, the truth might finally be coming to light. This is Famous Flicks, reminding you that even decades-old mysteries can have new chapters. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.